Well, the breaking news is about the long-standing feud between the top CBI directors. You have the CBI now handing over crucial Alok Verma versus Rakesh Asthana files and the notings to the Central Vigilance Commission. The CVC had charged Alok Verma with willful non-cooperation for not handing over these files. The CBI director had delayed the handing over of these particular files, stating that they are confidential and they need legal scrutiny. So the big news right now is coming in that all of those files and all of that confidential information has now been handed over to the CVC. CVC getting the key files on charges against both of the top men of the CBI, the director and the special director Alok Verma and Rakesh Asthana. Let me go straight across now to National Affairs Editor Rahul Srivastava, who's joining us on the broadcast. Rahul, good morning. Can you just tell us a little bit more about this crucial confidential information that has now with the CVC against both the director and the special director?
Good morning, Avantika. As our colleague Munish, who reports on CBI, he has reported that the files are now being handed over. Now, the Supreme Court had asked that the CVC should finish in a time-bound manner by November 12th, a probe to be supervised by a retired Supreme Court judge.
Yes.
Now, the crux of this battle, when the CVC on the 23rd of October sent out an order that Mr. Alok Verma be divested of all powers and can be sent on leave, and the government acting on that, since the CVC has superintendent's powers over corruption cases, along with Mr. Asthana, both were sent on leave. At the heart of the matter was a CVC complaint that when Mr. Asthana complained and the CVC, which is in charge for all corruption cases, started looking into the charges, the CBI, led by Mr. Verma, was reluctant to hand over files. There were 3 DOs, that is departmental orders, which were sent to the CBI, and the CBI kept procrastinating. And in the statement, in fact, there is a reply from the CBI also that these files are confidential, these are ongoing cases, and this involves legal scrutiny, and that is why there has been a delay. We will give it to you. That was the last communication. It was a long period over which the CBI didn't hand over the files. Now that a probe is in earnest, pushed by the Supreme Court, supervised by a Supreme Court ex-judge, the CBI has handed over those confidential files, which it is said has a lot of notings from Asthana and others regarding that case, one in which there was a charge that initially Mr. Verma took the bribe and he was trying to scuttle the cases. Later it went out that Mr. Alok Verma charged that Mr. Asthana took the bribe, and there was a case. But
doesn't that in a sense weaken the CBI director's entire argument? Because if you go by the CBI Act, which gives the CVC superintendence over the CBI, then the CVC could also say that this information was never disclosed to us. And do you think that perhaps could weaken the case of the CBI director?
I think it starts a fair probe.
Okay.
I think it's a fair probe start, because all the documents which the CVC does need. You see, when the CVC ordered that he should, Mr. Verma be divested of all the powers, at that time there was tremendous amount of criticism that the CVC was playing ball with the government.
Yes.
Once the probe under a Supreme Court judge has started, the files have come in. Now the CVC, onus is on the CVC to prove that its earlier judgment of divesting Alok Verma were right. So it's a pressure on both the sides. Now, yes, of course, Alok Verma can smile that maybe there is a fair probe going on and he has a chance in future. But also now the CVC has a chance to prove that its earlier findings were right.
Very interesting, and Rahul, while you were speaking, some, news has also just come in about Satish Babu Sana, the main complainant in the CBI versus CBI case, moving the Supreme Court, seeking protection from arrest and police protection, saying that now he is under threat. So the main complainant, Satish Sana, moving the Supreme Court, claiming there could be a threat to him and therefore he seeks protection. CBI has called Sana for questioning today as well. So clearly, nobody wants to take a chance in these matters.
Sana is a very interesting character. He was accused in the case when Mr. Asthana was pursuing it. In the Moin Qureshi case, he is the bribe giver. And suddenly on the 15th of October, Mr. Sana became a complainant, and based on his complaint, Mr. Verma filed a FIR naming Mr. Asthana and his probe officer, which totally turned the situation that the accused became a complainant. I think even this is an interesting element, because eventually Sana has a lot of answering to do.
Absolutely. Anisha, over to you. Give us the latest. The Hyderabad-based businessman moving the Supreme Court and saying that he's under threat. What's the latest do we know about this?
Well, see, Satish Asthana, who was the main complainant in the case against Rakesh Asthana and is also the accused in the entire CBI bribery case, has now moved the Supreme Court on a day when the CBI had issued notice to him to come and join questioning. Now, what he's saying is that he needs police protection because he's under threat. Now we are trying to get more details of exactly what Satish Asthana has said in his petition. But during a very short mentioning before the bench of the Chief Justice of India, Asthana's lawyers have said that this matter should be heard urgently. The Supreme Court, however, refused to hear this matter today, but has asked Asthana to file his petition, and the Supreme Court will decide on when to hear his matter. CBI was initially inclined to hear his matter on the 12th of November, along with their main petitions that have been filed by Alok Verma and the NGO Common Cause, as well as Rakesh Asthana. But we are yet to get a clear order from the court on whether it will entertain Satish Asthana's petition, on when it will entertain this plea at all.
Very interesting, Rahul. Wouldn't his, his interrogation be crucial? Wouldn't the CVC want to speak to him as well? Because it is based on his statement that FIR was registered against the Special Director Rakesh Asthana.
Yes, Mr. Asthana actually is actually a trigger. If he hadn't changed from an accused to a complainant, because eventually the bribe giver is Mr. Asthana. So did he give a bribe to Mr. Asthana or did he give a bribe to Mr. Verma? He has to answer. So I think the CVC probe will have to not only fix who is right, Mr. Verma or Mr. Asthana,
right,
but will have to tell whether Mr. Satish Babu Asthana, is he an accused or is he a victim?
Right, right, absolutely. Just kindly stay on with me, Rahul. And Nisha, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.